Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Cities Skylines. I want to start off by saying thank you for all of the support on the previous episode. That one has 3,000 likes. That's absolutely amazing. Really do appreciate it. I'm not going to change the goal or anything like that. The deal is 2,000 likes on this video and we'll have another one tomorrow. And I am really glad that we're recording this because I'm so excited to play this game. It's awesome and the game is currently paused, as you can see. The reason why is because we have some water towers over here. Now you guys pointed this out to me and we have it too near to our industry. So if we look at our pollution, which we can get to, is it that one? That's noise pollution, and that purple stuff right there is pollution. It's a little bit close, isn't it? And I've just sort of made a silly mistake right there. And we did notice last episode that our healthcare was starting to go down a little bit, so it could be that the water is not in the best of conditions. Now you can build when the game is paused, at least you can do that with roads, so we can actually go and put this in. So for now I think what we'll do is put it over here, well out of the way of anything else. We're going to put in 2 water towers, we're going to connect them, they're already next to the electricity, and then that problem is solved. So we can demolish these ones, and while the game is paused everything is taken care of. If we can click on them. What's going on? They're a little difficult to select. Yes, we want to demolish that. Yeah, look at that. It's a little bit glitchy, isn't it? And we want to demolish that one as well. There we go. So because we're doing daily videos, by the way, it is morning for me, so I may have a bit of a deeper voice. Got that morning voice going on. Thought I'd mention that. And I want to address some of the comments again, because... oh, okay. That should possibly correct itself in a second. What's the problem over here? Do you have power? You do. Is it just taking a second to catch up? Yeah, look at that. All of the water bubbles are disappearing. Okay, so that's another problem taken care of. And what we want to do right now is actually zone in some residential. I expanded all of this between episodes, just put in some more roads. And one of the comments that I got actually pointed out. And before we do too much of that, let's just zone in some commercial as well. So we're going to put some over on this side. Over on this side here. And there may be a small block somewhere around here. There we go, that will do. And then we'll fill in that block and that block with some more residential. So all of that can expand, and we'll keep our eye on it while we talk about these things. I've completely lost my train of thought already. Okay, it doesn't matter. One thing that I've wanted to address was pollution. We had some pollution around here, and we're also using clean energy instead of the coal power. Now, apparently the coal power is more efficient, but I like to be green and friendly. We can afford it, so why don't we go with the clean way of doing things. Another comment I want to address is the resolution of the video. Unfortunately, I cannot make these 1080p. 720 is the best that I can do, and for some of you it's a little unclear to read the fonts in the game. I actually struggle to read them as well. They are very, very small, and I'm sorry that it's even worse on the videos, you know, as things get encoded and translated and uploaded to YouTube and then re-encoded and sent to you in a different format. It just loses the quality, which is unfortunate. So not much we can do about that. And the last thing I want to address is the layout here. So a few comments asking to move away from the grid formation, which is something we will do. I don't want to stick with this for the entire thing. But while we're getting going, we do need to use this. And the reason why is if we click down here and we look at buying one of these territories, you can see the price is 5,000? No, that's... Can I actually buy that? Is that 5,400 and we have 32,000? I thought it was 5 million. If it's that much and I can click purchase... Okay then, I thought that was in the millions. Oh, right, so we just purchased all of that. Hopefully there's not a whole load of tax to pay on that. I really did think that. I really did think that you had to play a long way through the game in just one zone to unlock another one. That is crazy. Okay, so we've got some power issues over here. And we know what the cause of these are. It's because the houses are not connecting. No, it's not actually. It could partially be that. It's probably because we're going to need more turbines. So let's add another 3 around the back here. Actually, we want to try and get those high areas, don't we? Let's put another one right there. Cool stuff. So now they should be getting power. But the ones down the end here, yep, they're going to need more houses to reach over here. So they're not going to have power for a while, which is kind of unfortunate. That's a mistake I've made there, so something to learn. When you're zoning, expand outwards slowly. Don't go and put things all the way over here. Right, so what I want to do, as of right now, is just go over things, make sure everything's good. We're going to go through this quickly. Electricity's good, water's good, garbage is okay. Education could possibly be better. We could build a high school and an elementary school. If we look at our income, don't feel like we're actually quite there for more services as of just yet. We need more people to move into the city. Death care is yet to be a problem. We will need to build a crematorium at some point. And everything else is looking alright. I'm not seeing anything here out of the ordinary. Maybe some fire safety could be improved somewhere. We'll probably put a fire station over this side at some point. Crime is down to 1%. That's good. And yeah, everything looks alright, doesn't it? I think what I'll do is I'll check through this stuff in between recording. I want to make a few more cuts this episode, make a lot of progress, but as of right now, what we're going to do is remove our views. So we've got the normal one. We're going to pause the game, and we're going to build a roundabout down here at the front. Now, at the moment, we don't really have a traffic problem. We do have a little bit of money. Did we take out a loan? We have a loan to pay back, so this might be a little bit pricey building something so early on. Are there any things here we could adjust as well? I don't think we should adjust too much of it. I think we're doing just alright for now. It looks like the demand is for commercial. Maybe adding like an extra bit of shops over here would help get that demand met, and then more people would move into the city. At least that's how I'm thinking. Let's just build something like that. In fact, let's let the game roll so we can increase our income a little bit, because it is very close. It's just 170 at the moment. I think actually that extra land that we brought may have costed us something, and I can't really see down here. Our policies cost a lot of money if you look down there, and that's just for the 3 of those. Maybe they're actually quite expensive, and perhaps turning off one of these wouldn't be such a bad idea. I do believe we have a plentiful amount of water. Let's turn off that and see how much it changes. This instantly starts going up. It looked like it did for a second. And the price of that is probably going to start going down. Wow, look at that. We're up to 400. It's doubled already. Yep, and it's going up. Okay, so those policies are really expensive. That's good to know. But anyway, what we're going to do is build a roundabout, as I said. And to do that, we're going to pause the game, and we're going to demolish some roads, and then we're going to build ourselves a roundabout. And don't worry about all of these cars. They will just find their way to wherever they're going, and everything will be okay. Alright, so the way we're going to build a roundabout is quite simple. We're going to try and pick the middle of what's between these roads, which we might actually be able to do. Nope, we can't snap to the middle. That's fine. Okay. Got to be careful not to destroy that. That would be bad if we destroy our power. So what we're going to do is pick like a point that's in the middle, say right around here. Go out to one side. Go out to the other. We're using the grid lines. We're going to go up and down as well. And now what we're going to select is the highway. So that's the same type of road as this one right here. It's going to be one directional. They are that way by default. And we're going to select the curved road over here. Now the way you do this is you pull it out so it meets this one right here, which at the moment it's not snapping to. And sometimes it does. So once you've clicked there and you go up, you create that perfect curve. It looks a bit awkward, doesn't it? But as we add in more of these, it'll look really good. So just bring it out to the same level. And I'm not sure why it isn't snapping. It snapped before. And there you go, we've made a really nice circle there. So now that we destroy these roads, we've got a roundabout. And there's no arrows to tell us which way it's going, but it's going to the right. And the reason that we're doing that is because we want our incoming traffic to go to the right and not to go across the outgoing traffic. If it was going to the left, it would be really bad, because this traffic would want to go left, and then the outflowing traffic coming from elsewhere would go across it. So you'd have your main flows of traffic going against each other, which would just be really silly. So anyway, now we're going to connect this up, and you can see we get that little bit of curve going on. We just want that to go over to that side, so our intersections are further apart from one another. And there we go. That looks really good, doesn't it? So the next thing to do is to pull off a road. Let's just go over here. So again, the intersections are further away. We actually want the normal road tool now. That can just come down here. And I think we're going to need a road going like that. There we go. So you go around the corner and you connect onto that little bit, and then on the opposite side we'll do the same thing again. Oh, this looks really cool. And I think we're going to pull that one out first. There we go. And we can expand these roads, make them a little bit bigger over time. All of that stuff will work out just fine. So what type of road is this? This is still a normal one that can go in both directions. I think it is. So all we need to do is bring that down like that. I made a mistake here. I've made a very big mistake. Some of you may have noticed it. I just want to remember that the lock-on point is right there. And we want to select... There we go, look at that. Okay, now we build it in the right direction. That's very important. And look at that, our roundabout, you can see the arrows is going in the right direction as well. That's great, so we can unpause, and now our traffic will be a little bit better. Now, it wasn't really a problem at the moment, but I really wanted to show you how to build the roundabout. And look at that, it looks ever so cool, doesn't it? That should alleviate any traffic problems that we may or may not have had. Let's have a look. So now we've got a little bit of traffic down here. That's to be expected, I think. We might need to upgrade the capacity of these roads so they can handle more cars. Same for these ones over here, which shouldn't be too much of a problem. A dead person is waiting for transport. I'm very glad that I saw that. If we go and click on healthcare and go to death care, I had this really bad problem in one of my first playthroughs where I didn't have any crematoriums, and because of that, the dead were actually staying in the houses, not being collected and making other people sick, and it became an epidemic that, you know, wiped out the entire town, really. So we're making a fair bit of money here. Now that we've unpaused it, we're going to see that come through a lot better. So we're going to take out a loan so we can build the crematorium before that becomes a problem. And as of right now, it feels like we're not making enough money as I did when I played this before, which is kind of worrying. So actually having this in an area like so is quite positive. People seem to like it. So we'll put it up the end. Actually, maybe we'll put it in this side. Look, it has a positive reach around the neighbourhood. So let's put it somewhere where that's going to spread out. That seems like a smart move. There we go. And then that's going to go and take those couple of people. You can see there's a few of the icons for that. So that's all good. And now we want this to expand. Ah, look at that. There's enough houses to power those. So at the moment, we've zoned out some areas, but no one's moving in. So I think we'll just be a little bit more aggressive with that and fill in these areas right here. Let's get that a little bit at the end. Make sure there's plenty of zones, and we'll zone all of this bottom bit commercial, which was always the plan. And now we'll probably need to expand our industrial. We can do that just by clicking right here. We've got loads of room already set up for it, and as of right now I think it's one of those moments where we just want to sit back, let people move into the city, let our income rise, and then look at the situation. So we'll make a cut here. I'll be back with you in a second. Just look at our income now. We're up to almost 5,000. It's going to be fluctuating around that area. These policies are really expensive. We're going to keep this one on for sure. There's a few over here that look like a good idea. The smoking ban, does this have any maintenance? Slight increased health, slight decreased happiness. Do you know what? Smoking's not good for you. We all know it. And I think that would be the smarter thing to do. Put a smoking ban on the city. But yeah, we got more money now, which is great. And I've brought a little bit more power. I turned off the power policy, as you saw. And when you look at the meter right here, it turned down just an ever so tiny amount. It seemed like a waste of money, and we need to build one of these things now. This is the advanced wind turbine. So let's just see how much this produces. I'll read the thing. I know it's a little difficult to see. 7 megawatts. One of these will make... yes, we have to place it in water, by the way. This is going to make 20 megawatts. So we'll put that in right there. That's connected to the grid. And now we have a plentiful amount of electricity for everyone. But what I was looking at just there was traffic. So I thought what we'd do is upgrade this road over here. Now I was playing around with the tool yesterday, and I discovered a way of doing this, which initially kind of seemed a little difficult. So if you select like this road type and you click on upgrade road, it tells you that that's the maximum, or it can't upgrade the road type. You actually have to select the type you want to upgrade to and then click on it like that. And now it becomes much bigger. And we've accidentally destroyed some industry there, which isn't good. We're going to destroy some more down here. That's one of the things you can do in advance, is just leave an extra strip of land unzoned alongside your roads. And that should help a lot. I think that'll do for now. What I'll probably do next time is unzone it and let them move out in their own time, because that has a negative effect. So let's look at traffic now. It's a little bit better. We probably need this to go all the way down the side, because now the bad traffic's been pushed into that bit. So let's unzone. Ooh, no, don't click. There we go. Almost unzoned the whole thing. We just want to do a 2 wide strip there and here. And if anything, it looks like we've pushed the traffic problem back. And we'll just have this road being a lot better all the way down, like so. So now that they've moved out, we can actually upgrade the road again. That was worrying. What happened there, eh? I think where we've been removing things, the power grid just got temporarily turned off or something. Yeah, we've got these power lines down the side, but they don't actually connect over to these ones anymore. That's where I thought we were distributing the power into the network. So I guess somehow this reaches to over there, right? Apparently so. Okay, it's connecting through that right there. That is a tiny connection. And so somewhere along the line we lost this power line, which I didn't notice, and it's still luckily powered through that bit over there. I'm just going to extend the power line over to it. And we are now a busy town, which is fantastic. Look at this. We get all these new things. I'm not going to read them all one by one like we normally do. You can see loads of road types right there. And some new buildings. That's great. We've also got some unique buildings. Still not sure on how to place these. I'll have to figure that out. But our next goal will be to reach a population of 7,000. We currently have around 4,800. And that means we can unlock new areas, new policies. Anything really important here? Tax policies as well, so we can make a particular district pay more tax, like maybe the industrial one over here. And we can get the high density zones. They're going to be important for increasing our population, which obviously means more people we can tax, which is how we make money. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is build some buses. I know some of you want to see that. I saw it in the comments. And over here I've just noticed that citizen happiness isn't too great. That could be because of high taxes, which we could possibly turn down. However, I think with a few parks we may be able to cheer our residents up. So let's put one right there. That's going to affect this area. And let's see, this area over here really has nothing. And I don't know what that highlighted spot exactly is about. That's interesting, but there seems to be a sort of grey area around it. And over here there's some problem with our waste output. Very good that we spotted that early on. We need to actually go and address that immediately. So let's quickly put down 2 parks in there, and maybe a third one up here. And then we should be good. So let's take care of the waste problem. Whenever you see that icon, it just means that you need another sewage pipe. So, or what's it actually called? A water drain pipe. No, is that it? Let's just place that over here. Yeah, that's it. I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. Let's connect them. Yeah, that's where your sewage is going to outflow into here and pollute this river, which is disgusting, but there you go. And now that problem goes away, so that's good. Now its trash collection is becoming a little bit of a problem. That can be caused by traffic, or we just need another landfill so we have more trucks going on. But we can also actually put out more trucks just by increasing the budget, and the budget is very low, so I think by putting that up to, say, 140 odd, that might solve that problem, while we install a bus system, which could also help. Actually, it's starting to pop up a lot more now, isn't it? It's probably because of traffic, and more trucks, you know, would help, but I think increasing the budget for now. When you zoom out, they kind of group together, which is cool. I think we'd be smart here. We've got lots of money. Let's not let this become a problem, and let's just put in another landfill, which will send out more trucks. There we go. So we built our second landfill. That will take care of that for now. And we want to build some buses. So the way that the bus system works, I'm not 100% sure if I like it or not. It doesn't actually feel, like, I don't know, it's the smartest way for it to simulate a bus system in a game, if you know what I mean. But anyway, we'll place this down right here so it's got access to one of the main roads. Do you know, as soon as I place that, I'm thinking my plan is to build a roundabout right here. Have a roundabout at every intersection, basically. But maybe we'll put the roundabout sort of here, and then join these 2 roads into one bit. I don't know. I don't know how that'll work, but we'll figure it out at some point. And yeah, we place down this. So it needs some water. Obviously, every bus depot needs a water pipe. Let's connect that up like that, even though we probably don't really need that there. For some reason, I wanted to connect that. So that's good. What we need to do now is click on the buses, and then click on this thing right here, bus lines. So you need to create lines that go around the city. And let's actually turn down the speed here a little bit while we've got a problem with our trash, which should be getting corrected. So we'll start the bus line off, let's say, over here. And I've put it on the wrong side of the street. That's amazing. Okay, right click to remove. We're going to start our bus line down here. We're going to have one at either end of these streets right here. Then we go up to the next street. So one at this end, one at this end. That's actually increasing the happiness as well, which is great. That's an unintended side effect, but a good one. And so this way people on the street can walk to either end of it to get a bus stop. And this will take them into the industrial area. Now we're only going to do this for the 1 block. There we go, that actually worked out pretty well. So then it's going to come all the way over here, and then it's going to go down these ones, one at either end. So one there, and just back and forth, and then it will go back to the first stop. And that'll be its route. Okay, so there and there. Here and there. Oh, and then that way. Got to make sure it keeps going around on the right direction, so the route is nice and efficient. And then it can go all the way back to the beginning, which I do believe is that one right there. There we go. Awesome. So now we've got a route going. And if we put more money into our budget, we'll see... Oh, look at that. You see the buses going out. Now, when I first played around with these buses, didn't I slow that down to 1? And apparently accidentally didn't. I sped it up. Yeah, when I first put a bus system into my first city, all the buses came out at once and caused a massive traffic jam because they were all backed up on this road. You can see we've got loads of them going out here. Now, what I was saying about how it simulates the traffic, we don't have a day-night cycle in this game. And although every person in the city has a simulated job, it doesn't seem like there's some sort of arrival time, you know, turning up late for work, if that affects anything or not, because these buses just go out and you can have a ridiculously long line and they'll go all the way around it, they'll come all the way over here, and I'm kind of unsure of what kind of effect the efficiency of the bus system is actually going to have. So the box factory is burnt down, all of those boxes must have caught on fire. Let's just demolish that. It's something you don't appear to be able to do automatically as well. And Goods Unlimited is also on fire. So maybe now that we've got, you know, an excess of money, we could put a fire station over here. But I still feel like things need to be fine-tweaked. But anyway, we should see some of our traffic alleviate now. And maybe not straight away because the buses are still going out. But you can see here we have a definite problem. And one of the things we can do to help with this problem is to put in one of these roads. If we go over here and grab... I'm not sure what it's called. A highway ramp. This will create a easy turn-off. Oh, I just upgraded it to that type. That's not what I wanted to do. I've still got the upgrade tool selected. Right, we've changed that back. And what I'd like to do is put this going over to... I think we're going to have to make a curved road here. So we'll curve it like that. In you go. And then this is just a nice little road where they can whiz round without going onto... the roundabout, which is going to alleviate traffic from the roundabout, but probably not going to help with this situation. This is really bad. Even though we've upgraded the roads, all of the traffic is just piling up. And I'm not too sure what to do about that. I've just noticed something that could be very interesting. We now have access to these roads over here. This is our main, well, line of traffic coming into the city. We can now actually connect that up at another point, which might entirely divert people from this area, which could be a good or bad thing. At the moment, it looks like it'd be a good thing. But believe me, if we rerouted everyone through this road, which we could possibly do, then it might be worse. So if we connect that to this over here, we can actually do that. So now there's a turning off of this road that goes directly in the city from that point. And like I said, that could be a very bad thing if everyone decides to come in through here and drive all the way across to get to this part of the city. So we're just going to put it temporarily there as an experiment. And as of right now, I'm just going to sitting back, looking over the city. You know, we're not making a huge amount of money. The fact that we're kind of hanging back and letting time pass by means we're building a lot of it up. And also, now that we've got that second dump, I think we can turn down the budget there a little bit. But taxes are okay. We can actually now pay back a couple of our loans. So how much do we owe? 46 for that one. We'll pay that. And we'll pay that one back as well. And so now we're down to 50,000. Well, that appears to be all we have time for today, and we've got some huge traffic problems here. Any suggestions, any feedback, leave a comment down below, and we'll try and solve this problem in the next episode. Feels way too early for this. My last city was much bigger before we had this kind of problem, but there you go, we do have a traffic problem. I really don't understand the best way to manage traffic on roads. So any of your suggestions will be greatly appreciated. Leave a comment down below, and again, 2,000 likes. If we get that, we'll do another episode tomorrow. Thanks for all your support. Again, this has been really fun to play and record. I hope you've enjoyed it. As always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.